and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, my name is Rachel Amma and I'm back here with a new recipe to share with you guys. Actually, two recipes. I asked you guys on my Instagram what you want to see on my channel, and there was kind of an overwhelming response to see really easy, quick meals you've been making on your new motherhood journey when you're just tired. So we are here with two epic, delicious, easy vegan recipes that you can make out of desperation that will always make your taste buds really happy. I've got you covered. We're kicking it off with the pasta. The reason why I love making this recipe in desperation is you literally just need some tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, large tomatoes, small tomatoes, just some delicious tomatoes, and then whatever veg you have in the fridge. Specifically, I like to add carrots because they add like a sweetness to it that is just natural, delicious, and amazing. First off, we're gonna cut up the red onions. I've got two because they are miniature, but usually just use one. I like red onions because they are slightly sweeter than white onions, but use your preferred onions. I'm gonna heat up the pan. And we're literally just gonna build the layers, build up the pot while we prepare it. Save washing up, get straight in. Bit of olive oil. Once the oil is nice and warm, we're gonna dash in the onions. So while that is cooking on a low heat, I'm literally gonna grate in the carrots. I like to grate them because it means that they get nice and small and they get a bit of brown caramelization. And it really just adds to the sauce because we're kind of making the sauce from scratch, essentially. Tomatoes, cherry are sweeter and I like sweeter. We're gonna cut these into little pieces and this is gonna help us make our sauce. You did see that, didn't you? I can't get away with pretending that didn't fall on the floor. Right, butt fingers today is. So we've got all our tomatoes. You want a good amount of tomatoes because your pasta needs a good amount of tomatoes. But this isn't gonna be like super saucy, but it's gonna be flavorful. Next up, garlic, my friend. And go crazy with it. Have 5 cloves, have 4. Don't have 2. If you have 2 cloves, you're basically not using garlic. So have 4 or 5 or 6. Let me know in the comments how many cloves you'd have. So I'm not gonna add the garlic in yet. I'm actually gonna save it for a bit later on because I really wanna cook down the tomatoes to make it nice and soft and flavoursome and get the sweetness out. Courgette, use anything in the fridge. Anything left over, any vegetables that you wanna just get some use out of, don't throw them away. Add them to something like this. If you have a lid, add a lid on top. This pot doesn't have a lid. The lid will help it kind of cook quicker, help the tomatoes soften up. If not, just keep turning it. You want to cook this down for like 10 to 20 minutes depending on the tomatoes that you have. You can of course make this with tinned tomatoes. I just find it so much more refreshing and there's something quite special and beautiful about using fresh tomatoes and building the sauce from scratch yourself. Okay, they are really breaking down. Lovely jubbly. Courgettes go in. Love a good vegetable pasta. Now that the tomatoes are broken down, I'm gonna add the garlic. I wanted to wait until it is cooked down because I want the garlic to be there, present. I don't want to like overcook the flavors. I want it to be, what's the word? I want the garlic to be fragrant. This is the lazy way to do garlic. Lazy and efficient. That is a very generous amount of garlic, I have to say. Good season of salt. Get the black pepper. So normally I would add some tomato puree at this point, but I don't have any, so we're not. Right, let's make pasta. Don't really need a tutorial for pasta, do we? When you're cooking pasta, when you boil your water, salt it. You want to make sure you salt it. This is going to flavor the pasta. So you can use any of your favorite pasta type, shape. I used to be a penne girl, now I'm a spaghetti girl. Whatever floats your boat. What do we reckon? Is that enough for a generous one person? Okay everyone, I've just been told by my wonderful cameraman over there that this spaghetti spoon has a hole in it. Guess why? Apparently it measures 1 portion of spaghetti. My mind is blown. I didn't know this. Let me know if you knew this. Wow! Learn something new every day. We have an announcement to make. Tomato puree was found in our household, so we can continue the recipe as normal. Add about 1 to 2 tablespoons. And this is just gonna add an extra depth of flavor to our fresh tomatoes. And then what I also like to do is just add a little bit of water to help cook that down. You also wanna make sure that you cook off that tomato puree. Check on our pasta. What do people do? Like throw it in the air, throw it against the wall? I mean, really excessive, guys. Just taste it, no? That's perfect. What I'm gonna do is add in the pasta. I'm gonna use my tongs or my pasta spoon. Just reuse the pasta. So I like to do it this way because I actually want some of the pasta water into this sauce. It will just help it all combine. This is looking rather buff. Okay. So, parsley is my personal obsession. I used to be such a coriander queen, but I'm really into my parsley. So I'm gonna add in pretty much all of this because it's delicious and it just adds a freshness to the pasta. Oh, this smells so delicious. For any finishing of the pot, always taste test. Make sure you don't need some extra seasoning. Right, a few more steps. Nooch. Okay, there's a few options here. What you can do is you can literally dash it in the whole thing, mix it together, and it looks like it doesn't exist, but then you put it in your mouth and you taste it and it's amazing. Or you sprinkle it on the top. What do we do today? Options. All right, we'll sprinkle it on the top. It's so buff. We're just gonna sprinkle a little bit for decoration. We all know when we tuck in and eat it, we cover it in nooch. Any good pasta dish needs a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. A good one where you can taste the olive. Freshly cracked brown black pepper. Gosh, I can't say it today. Voila, easy. Vegan vegetable spaghetti. Pasta, taste test, best part. Let's go. Ooh. Man, I love spaghetti. You can make this with any pasta, like I say. I just am a spaghetti fiend. Maybe it's the twirling. Maybe I just like twirling my fork. It just does it, you know? It's so tomatoey. It's got fresh tomatoes, fresh herbs that add like an extra layer of freshness. How many times can I say fresh? It's just very delicious, very easy. Use the vegetables you have in the fridge, whether you also have aubergines, aka eggplant, peppers. They all go really nice to making a vegetable pasta. Just don't forget your little drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. Delicious. Easy vegan happiness on a plate. So I'm making one of my favorite recipes inspired by Thai cuisine. I absolutely love Thai food, Thai street food. It's the best, the most delicious. So this is one of my cult favorites to make. My vegan version of Thailand's Drunken Noodles, aka Pad Ki Mao. Marley, what are you doing here? I am not your savior. So to get this recipe started, I really recommend using some fresh rice noodles. You can get these at Asian supermarkets. You just want to go to the fridge section and you'll see them. If you can't, you can use dry ones. But if you can get fresh, that is best. So we've got that. You want to leave it out the fridge for about an hour before you start cooking. That way they kind of fall apart and we can throw them straight in the stir fry. Base of the recipe, we are using these beautiful chilies. Now this kind of has to be spicy. That's the purpose of this dish. But obviously everyone has a different spice level. So we have got the bird's eye chilies. It really depends what you can get near you and how spicy you want to go. If you want to be more subtle, you can get these chilies and they'll be a bit lighter. not so spicy. As you guys can all see, my love for garlic has returned. We are back in the garlic zone. So this is a very garlic friendly recipe too, which I love, which you guys are gonna love too. Use like 6 cloves, go crazy. If I can get it out. There we go. Smash up the garlic, mix it in with the chili, and then we've got like a garlic chili paste to start. Garlic lovers unite. Chilies, how am I feeling? We're gonna keep it moderate. We're gonna go 2 bird's eye chilies. So you just wanna take off the tops of the chili. Now, obviously, if you leave the seeds in, you're gonna get more spice. If you take them out, you're gonna reduce the spice a little bit more. So the choice is yours. Once you go hot, you can't go back, you know? Be true to your taste buds. So now that we've got our base, usually to keep it authentic, you would have maybe a protein from chicken, prawns, or even tofu. I'm gonna just do vegetables. I like to make this recipe when I just wanna clear out what I have left, what needs eating, or what vegetables I feel like. Today, I've just got some red peppers and some courgette. Go in your fridge, see what's left, and throw it into this. I've also got some red onions. If you have shallot, they'll be better for this recipe, but if you can't get them, any onion. I love red onions, so that's what we're using. Do I want chunks or do I want slices? I kind of want chunks. So when it comes to stir fries, it's all about the prep. So as long as you prep everything, chop everything, then once you cook it, it's like immediate. So I've also got some Chinese broccoli. If you can't get Chinese broccoli, then kale, habanero, spinach, any dark green leafy vegetable is perfect. And then on top of that, we've got some basil. Really and truly, I need a bigger chopping board. This is ridiculous. So with our Chinese broccoli, we're just gonna roughly chop it up. Maybe into like, yum. Smells fresh, smells delicious. This is gonna be amazing. And then the other prep we have is the rice noodles. We've let them somewhat thaw out from the fridge. So this is where you just delicately want to pull them apart, because if you throw them into the stir fry like this, you're gonna have clumpy noodles, and nobody wants clumpy noodles. Now that all the rice noodles are separated, they're ready for us to stir fry. You can get the thicker ones. They didn't have any. I recommend them for drunk noodles. They are the best for this, but it's totally fine if all you can get are the thinner, fresh ones or dried ones, whatever you can get. Still delicious. With drunk noodles, usually the base is a oyster sauce. The company that does the oyster sauce also has a vegetarian mushroom one. So basically this one is using extract of shiitake mushrooms instead of extract of oysters to make an oyster sauce. You can make your own one using shiitake mushrooms, dates, and make a really nice fresh one yourself, or you can buy this one and it will do the job for you. Because we're making quick and easy meals, I recommend buying something that you can open. Okay, it wasn't my strength. It was the friction. I had wet hands. Mum is strong, okay? So this vegetarian version of oyster sauce is still thick, it's still salty, it's still sweet. It's seriously like really intensely flavored and delicious. And I also add in a little bit of soy sauce. You could also add dark soy sauce. And then I like to add a zing of freshness from lime. You could use vinegar. And I'm just gonna squeeze in just a little bit. Give it a little mix. And it will stay nice and thick because of the vegan oyster sauce. We're gonna add a little bit of maple syrup, just a little bit. I'm gonna put the recipe down below so you guys can make it. Really bad joke in my head. It's a new rot. I was like, let's smell what the rot is cooking. But awful. First thing we want to do is get some sesame oil in this bad boy. You can use coconut oil, any of the favorite neutral oils that you like to make your stir fries with. Oh, you gotta smell that. Ollie, you gotta smell that. Oh, that's nice sesame oil. Mmm. Okay, we're gonna get in about 1 tablespoon or 2 if you're feeling, I don't know, fancy. Now we are prepared, now we are ready. Sesame oil is nice and hot. Now we're gonna get a super buff sizzle. Woo, the chilies are coming, the chilies. We got spicy food. So we're just gonna sizzle this up Let them kind of cook down a little bit. Then we're gonna add the rest of the vegetables. Next up, we got our red peppers and courgettes, aka zucchini, courgette, zucchini, straight in. I feel like I can't do the walking toss because I've got like these awkward handles. Woo! Chili went up the nostrils. Woo! That means we've made it right, guys, because it is spicy. And we've got our Chinese broccoli. We'll let that wilt down. We're gonna add in our noodles. Pour in our sauce. And then we're gonna add in some basil. This is gonna add like a nice freshness to it, a nice aroma. I just like to pull it apart in my hands and just kind of get it all mixed in there. And as you can see, the noodles have cooked down, they're nice and soft, full of flavor, a nice hit of chili, garlic. Oh yes, easy, easy peasy. The spice came. Oh yeah, oh yes, haha. The best part of any recipe is the taste test. Oh my days. That is so buff. Oh my days. So simple. You got like, obviously you got nice heat from the chilies. So much garlic. Oh, I'm getting that after chili. Oh, it's so warming and hearty. Guys, this is simple, delicious, never lets you down. Recipe you need in your life. When you want that quick, easy meal, it's here for you. It's here to give you a big, warm, chili hug. We should just keep eating and eating. That crunchy Chinese broccoli, because I never like to overcook my veg. I always love a little bite, especially in like stir fries. So that is a very easy recipe inspired by Drunk Noodles in a vegan friendly version. Yum, yum, yum. Let me know if you make it. Let me know if you have your favorite way of making your own vegan version of Drunken Noodles. Let me know in the comments. I want to hear from you guys. Please give this video a thumbs up if you're excited to have me back. Share recipes, eating food, all that jazz. Hit me up on Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for new videos every week. Yes, I said it. Rachel's back. Yeah, I could just keep eating. Oh, my new cookbook. Guys, if you didn't see my last post, I wrote a new cookbook. I can't believe I did that. My new cookbook is coming out this August. There are so many delicious recipes for you guys. I wish I had it here to show you, but it's literally gone to print. Reveals coming soon. I wanted to create a book that helped people enjoy veganism on more than just one meal and make it easier for you busy people to be able to come home and have something easy, delicious in your fridge to make. That's kind of the premise of the book. I've explained it better. I just want to eat this because I'm hungry and I cooked it and it's staring at me, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, bye.